Greetings mga ka-spacers! This is Professor Jun Cajigal from the BEDAN Society of Young Astronomers of San Beda University, Manila. And welcome to our online telescope viewing of the waning crescent moon. Alright, so what you're seeing now on screen is the waning crescent moon at about 30% illumination. So this image was recorded early morning of June 4, 2021 at around 4:30 a.m. And I am streaming this to all of you live. Ayan po, kasi most of us hindi pa gising ng madaling araw. And we're doing this online telescope viewing para makita ninyo po ang ating waning crescent moon at about 30% illumination. So today is June 4, 2021. The image was recorded early morning, kanina pong madaling araw of June 4, 2021 at around 4:30 a.m. Alright, and yan po, ang ganda po ng ating buwan ngayong early morning. Pero I'm streaming this to you now po ngayong gabi. And sana magustuhan nyo po itong ating waning crescent moon. And later po, I also recorded the image of Jupiter and its Galilean moons. Ayan, so mamaya makikita nyo din po in our online telescope viewing. Alright. Okay po, so later, in a few moments now, we will magnify the image of the moon para makita nyo po yung Copernicus crater. Kasi napakaganda po talaga ng Copernicus crater ngayong waning crescent moon po. Kitang-kita talaga. Ang ganda-ganda. The resolution is excellent. Okay po. And so mamaya makikita natin po yung magnified image po ng moon in a few moments now. Alright, so yan po. Just be fascinated at our waning crescent moon tonight. Alright, and we will be featuring the Copernicus crater. Okay, so pag sinabi nating waning crescent, this is between last quarter and the new moon. So waning meaning that the moon's appearance is gradually decreasing. The moon appears to be decreasing in size. Okay? Ayan po. So, yan po yung ating waning crescent moon. Alright, so in a few moments now, mga ka-spacers, mga kasyensya, we will magnify the image of our moon. Sana nakatutok po si Miss Cheryl Castillo kasi gustong-gusto niya pong minamagnify natin yung image ng moon. Alright, so are you ready? Mga ka-spacers, mga kasyensya. Here we go. Let's magnify the image of the moon. Ayan. Wow. Diba? Ang ganda po. Really fascinating indeed. Ayan po, kitang-kita po yung Copernicus crater. Galing po. Fascinating po, di ba? Alright. Okay, so ito yung nasa gitna, yung malaking crater na yan na nasa gitna po ng ating buwan. Near the terminal line, by the way, is the Copernicus crater. Okay? Ayan po. Alright, so fascinating po talaga. The Copernicus crater was named after the renowned astronomer Nicholas Copernicus. So he proposed the idea that the sun is at the center of the universe. And the Earth, together with the 5 visible planets, they revolve around the central sun. So tinatawag natin po dito ay yung heliocentric model of the solar system. Okay? This crater has a diameter of about 93 kilometers. Grabe. No? Ang laki, and it has a depth of about 3.8 kilometers. So ang lalim po. Parang mas malaki pa ata pong Copernicus crater sa Las Piñas. Okay, so ang galing po. That is really fascinating, and you can see ang klaro po ng ating magnified image po ngayon. What do you think? So if you have any questions or comments or reactions about our magnified image of the moon, feel free to type in your comments or your reactions po. Huwag po kayong mahiya. And we would be very happy to answer your reactions, your comments, or your questions. So ayan po, that's the magnified image of the moon, and you could see really the high resolution image of the Copernicus crater. Yan po yung malaking crater na yan sa gitna near the terminal line of the moon. Okay, so that terminal line separates the lighted part of the moon from the unlighted part. So yung terminal line curved, di ba ho? So para siyang bangka or parang kinagat na cookie. Alright, so that's the magnified image of the moon. So sana po nagustuhan niyo po yung image natin. So let's return the moon to its normal size. Ayan po, okay. Ayan po, so mga ka-spacers, mga ka-syensya, so sana nagustuhan niyo po yung magnified image of the moon. So mamaya ima-magnify natin ulit yung moon, yung image ng moon later. Alright, so sana nagustuhan nyo yan, and gusto ko lang munang pasalamatan si Joshua Josh na nag-react po dun sa ating photo, yung moon photo ko kanina na pinost ko sa Facebook. So maraming salamat Mr. Joshua Josh, and nagpapasalamat din po ko dun sa mga nanood ng Space The Final Frontier last Saturday, May 29, 2021. The episode is The Day in the Life of a Pag-asa Astronomer with our special guest, Miss Jella Lequiron. So marami pong manood ng mga kaibigan niya. So marami pong salamat. Mr. Aldrin Gabuya, si Sir Camilo Dacanay, Chairman of the Board of the Philippine Astronomical Society, Net Salazar, si Miguel Artificia po, kaibigan po ni Ma'am Jella, si Dr. Armando Lee, maraming pong salamat sir. Ito mga batikan po na na mga amateur astronomers, si Dr. Armando Lee. Yan, saka frontliner po siya. Okay, and also sa mga nakatutok po, hindi ko na nabanggit yung mga pangalan ninyo. So maraming salamat po dun sa mga tumangkilik dun sa episode na yan na Space The Final Frontier, A Day in the Life of a Pag-asa Astronomer. And meron yung last video na ginawa ng BSY8, talagang parang farewell video na nila yan kasi graduating na po yung mga officers ko. So meron po tayong new set of officers ng BEDAN Society of Young Astronomers. So napakaganda po ng kanilang farewell video dun sa last part ng Space The Final Frontier. Ako po ay naiyak nung napanood ko yun. Okay, maraming salamat din po sa Las Piñas update na na-recognize po yung isa sa mga moon photos ko. So maraming salamat po sa inyo. Alright. Okay po, so ayan po yung ating buwan. So kung meron po kayong mga questions or reactions or comments about our lunar image tonight, please feel free to type in your questions, your comments, your reactions. Ayan po, sasagutin ko po yan. Alright, maraming salamat po sa mga nanonood po ngayon, sa ating mga ka-spacers out there. So marami pong salamat sa walang sawa ninyong pagsubaybay po sa aking mga live streams ng buwan. Alright, so sana nakatutok si Miss Cheryl Castillo and si Miss Cherry Serrano. Yan, kasi and nagpapasalamat din po kay Miss JUC Leombad. Ayan po na nakatutok po sa atin. Maraming salamat. JOC Baumbad yun. Okay. Alright, so in a few moments now po mga ka-spacers, we will magnify again the image of the moon. Okay, so para sa inyo ito, para makita nyo po ulit yung Copernicus crater na napakaganda. Then after featuring the moon, we will feature Jupiter and its Galilean moons. Okay, shout out sa mga outgoing officers ko ng BSYA. Maraming salamat sa inyong serbisyo itong nakaraang school year. Okay, and shout out din po sa mga high school classmates ko na nanonood po ngayon. Sila Miss Barbie Siap, Mr. Jess Miranda, and si Peachy Evans, all the way from the United States of A. Ayan po, nakatutok po siya sa atin, si Miss Peachy Evans. Alright, so any moment now, we will magnify the image of the moon, mga ka-spacers. So kung kayo ay nagagandahan o talagang malinaw po sa tingin ninyo ang ating lunar image tonight, please type in your reactions and your comments po. Yan, gusto ko pong malaman yung mga reactions ninyo. Yan, and sabihin nyo rin po yung inyong location para malaman din po natin kung hanggang saan po nakakaabot ang ating live stream ngayong gabing ito. Okay? And so sana si Miss JOC Baumbad nanonood po ngayon. Maraming salamat for joining PSYA. Okay guys, so here we go. Let's magnify the image of the moon. Ayan, fantastic po, di ba? Fascinating, at ayan po ulit yung Copernicus crater na nasa gitna. Yung malaking crater po na yan, that's the Copernicus crater. And to give you an idea of the dimensions of the Copernicus crater. The Copernicus crater, by the way, mga ka-spacers, has a diameter of 93 kilometers. 93 kilometers yung biyahe ko po from Las Piñas to Santa Rosa siguro naabot pa ng mga 30 plus or less kilometers. Ito 93. Ang laki. Ang laki ng diameter niya. And the depth of the Copernicus crater is 3.8 kilometers. Ang lalim nito. Okay? And if you look closely, may mga puti-puti po dun sa gilid, dun sa rim. Those are rays. And those rays, yung mga puti-puti na yan, they indicate that the Copernicus crater was formed from an impact event. Ayan po. Okay, ang ganda po. Parang mas malaki pa ata ito sa Las Piñas. Grabe, kasyang-kasya ata ditong Las Piñas sa Copernicus crater na ito. Ayan, so kahit ganito po kalakas yung ating telescope, napakaganda po talaga ng surface ng buwan. Lalo na yung Copernicus crater na yan, yung malaking crater sa gitna. Okay, so sana po nagustuhan niyo po yan, and sana may mga natutunan po kayo sa ating celestial feature for tonight, which is the waning crescent moon at about 30% illumination. Okay, yan po yung ating magnified image of the moon. So sana Miss Cheryl Castillo nagustuhan niyo po yan, yung ating magnified image of the moon. Ayan, so mag-iyak po kayo mga ka-spacers kung nagustuhan po ninyo, kung kayo namangha sa ating lunar image tonight. Just type in your reactions and your comments in our comment section. So ayan po, that's the magnified image of the moon. So siguro ibalik na natin yung buwan to its normal size. So ayan po, that's our waning crescent moon at 30% illumination. Okay? So marami pong salamat. So sana nagustuhan niyo po yung ating celestial feature for tonight. And in a few minutes, we will turn our telescope to the mighty Jupiter with its Galilean moons. Alright, so please share this video para makaabot tayo sa mga estudyante at they could be inspired, ma-inspire sila to love the sciences, especially astronomy. Okay, so that's our waning crescent moon tonight. Alright, today is June 4, 2021. This image of the moon was recorded early morning of June 4 around 4:30 a.m. Alright, so in a few moments now, we will point our telescope towards the mighty Jupiter and its Galilean moons. Yan, so nanamin po ninyo, ang ganda po ng buwan. Okay, so we're back po mga ka-spacers, and our telescope now is pointing at the mighty Jupiter and its Galilean moons. So, yan, kung mapapansin po ninyo, yan po yung that's the sharpest image of Jupiter that I can record. Okay, so this is recorded again early morning of June 4, 2021. Siguro mga 4:45 bago po mag-alas 5 ng madaling araw. And kung nakikita ninyo yung white disk na yan, yung medyo malaki na white disk, that's Jupiter. Ayan, so sana hindi ko masyadong maano yung kanyang equatorial bands. Yan, but yung white disk na yan, that's Jupiter. And may makikita kayong tatlong smaller white dots. So those are the Galilean moons. Okay, yung medyo malapit po, that's Io. Okay, ito po from right to left po. Then yung susunod, that's Ganymede. And yung malayo po, that's Callisto. Okay, so from right to left, Io, then Jupiter, then Ganymede, and yung nasa labas, that's Callisto. Okay po. Ayan po. So, yun ang arrangement po ng Galilean moons today, June 4, 2021. Okay. So, the largest moon actually in the solar system is Ganymede. Ayan po. Ganymede is the largest moon. And it's a heavily cratered moon. Together with Callisto. Okay, Callisto also is a heavily cratered moon of Jupiter. Okay, and yung moon na medyo malapit, that's Io. So Io is one of the most geologically active moon in the solar system with more than 400 active volcanoes. Ayan, as discovered by Voyager, yung Voyager space probe. Okay, so Io is really geologically active. So marami siyang volcanoes na pumuputok, nag-e-erupt po ng plumes of sulfur dioxide. Alright, so yan po ang Io. Okay, baka magtaka kayo, 'di ba? Ang Galilean moons ay apat. Nasaan yung isa? Si Europa. Si Europa po nasa likod ng Jupiter. So hindi natin siya makita in this image of Jupiter and the Galilean moons. But Europa is really interesting kasi Europa is covered with solid ice, solid water ice as discovered by Voyager. Alright, and many astronomers actually believe that beneath that solid water ice is liquid water. And you know what that means? Pag may liquid water, there's a possibility that Europa may harbor microscopic life forms. Because we know in astrobiology, the search for life outside Earth is the search for water. Ayan. So, there's a great possibility that Europa has liquid water beneath that solid icy sheet. Okay? Ang Mars din po may liquid water and it is locked in the polar ice cap. So, ayan po actually ang mission ng Perseverance rover na nandun ngayon po sa Mars. So, the search for life outside planet Earth is the search for water. Ayan po. So, very interesting po talaga itong mga Galilean moons. Galilean moons because si Galileo po mismo ang naka-discover niyan when he pointed his crude refracting telescope to Jupiter. Yan, nakita niya po yung apat na yan. And these 4 moons, they keep changing position night after night. So, ang conclusion po ni Galileo that these moons orbit or they revolve around Jupiter. Ayan, okay? So, he supported the Copernican model and yung turning point ng kanyang pagsuporta sa Copernican model was when he pointed his telescope towards Venus. Ayan, because he saw Venus changing phases much like our moon. So, ibig sabihin nun that Venus orbits the sun. Alright, so yun ang turning point of Galileo supporting the Copernican model. Alright, so ayan po ang istorya ni Galileo and yan yung mga moons niya. Alright po, so very interesting talaga ito. Okay, so sana po nagustuhan niyo po itong ating image ng Jupiter and Galilean moons. Mas maganda sana kung kita yung apat talaga. But Europa is behind Jupiter. So nakikita po ulit natin from right to left, yung malapit po sa Jupiter, that's Io. Then Jupiter, yung malaking white disk. Then followed by Ganymede and Callisto. Ayan po. Alright, so kung meron po kayong mga questions or comments or reactions about our image of Jupiter and its Galilean moons, just type in your questions or your comments or your reactions. Okay po, so ayan, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtangkilik po ngayon sa ating online telescope viewing. And baka magtanong po kayo kung ano po yung telescope na ginagamit ko. So I am using a MISAR reflecting telescope with a focal length of about 1000 mm. Ang ginagamit ko po na eyepiece is a 20 mm Plausil eyepiece. And yung pag-record po ng mga images ng moon and tong Jupiter, I'm using a Huawei smartphone na nakakabit po sa eyepiece. May adapter po dun sa eyepiece so that it can accommodate my smartphone. Ayan po, yan ang ginagamit ko. And itong aking telescope na ginagamit, itong MISAR ay refurbished lang po. I bought it in a Japan surplus. for only 2,000 pesos. Ayan po, 2,000 pesos lang yan including the tripod. Pero hindi siya in good shape. So inayos ko po siya, pininturahan ko, nilinis ko yung mirrors, inalign ko po yung mga mirrors. And lo and behold, yan, nagagamit ko po ngayon. Ganda-ganda po. As you could see in the images of the moon, and itong Jupiter, talagang very sharp. And yung image niya is of high resolution. Ang ganda. Alright, so ayan po ang ating online telescope viewing tonight. Okay, the moon. And we have here the mighty Jupiter. Okay, so shout out po sa mga incoming officers of the BEDAN Society of Young Astronomers with our incoming president, si Miss Angeline Kilang. Ayan, so sana nanonood kayo and shout out din po sa mga officers ng Philippine Astronomical Society with Sir Dacanay, Camilo Dacanay as the chairman of the board. And sa mga members din po ng Philippine Astronomy Forum, yan kasama dyan si Dr. Armando Lee and si Ethany Urbano. Ayan, so sana nakatutok po kayo ngayon. And sa mga members din po ng Manila Street Astronomers, when I am also one of the core members of Manila Street. So sana nakatutok po kayo. And ang lagi po nakasubaybay po sa aking mga live streams si Mr. Astro Cowboy himself, si Mr. Arnel Campos. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you, sir. So sana nakatutok po kayo ngayon. Okay, and shout out din sa mga classmates ko ulit. Ayan, sa mga former high school classmates ko. Ayan, na nakatutok si Miss Barbie. Napakagandang classmate ko, si Miss Barbie Siap. Ayan, so grabe hindi talaga nagbabago ang kahit we haven't seen each other for many years. Si Mr. Jesus Miranda, ayan, and si Miss Peachy Evans all the way from US of A. Ayan, and sana nakatutok din po si Miss Jane Lubensky ng Astronomy Notebook. So thank you ma'am, all the way from Canada. Ayan, so maraming salamat. Thank you very much Miss Jane Lubensky for watching our live stream tonight. Okay, so please don't forget to watch the replay of Space the Final Frontier. Again, episode 19, A Day in the Life of a Pag-asa Astronomer. We will have a replay of that tomorrow, Saturday, June 5, 2021 at 8:30 p.m. And so, yan, para malaman natin yung anong ginagawa, kung ano yung buhay ni Miss Jella Laquiron sa Pag-asa. Okay, so I guess that's about it po mga ka-spacers, mga ka-siyensya sa ating online telescope viewing of the waning crescent moon and the mighty Jupiter with its Galilean moons. So sa mga nakatutok po ngayon, again po, ang arrangement po ng ating image po ng Jupiter ay mga sumusunod. So yung malapit, that's Io. Then yung malaking white disk, that's Jupiter. Then susunod dyan is Ganymede. Then yung nasa outer part, nasa left is Callisto. Okay, si Europa nasa likod ng Jupiter. So kaya nakikita nyo lang yung tatlo. Alright, so you have Io, Jupiter, Ganymede, and Callisto. Okay, so baka magtanong po kayo kung paano ko na-identify yan. Ginamit ko po yung Stellarium. So I'm sure maraming nakakaalam dun sa computer app na yan na Stellarium. Alright, so I guess that's about it mga ka-spacers. So please continue to like and share our live streams so that we could reach more people, we could reach more students so that they would be inspired to love the sciences, especially astronomy. Okay, so ayan po ang ating online telescope viewing tonight, June 4, 2021. Okay, so this is your kaspacer and Space Commander, Professor June Cajigal from the BEDAN Society of Young Astronomers, San Beda University, Manila, saying, live long and prosper. And I'll see you in our next online telescope viewing kasi natsambahan po natin ngayong gabi dahil hindi maulap po kaninang madaling araw. Very clear po ang skies kanina po. Kaya natsambahan po natin itong pag-record ng moon, ng waning crescent moon at ng Jupiter. Alam po natin pag June na yung habagat season na po yan, medyo tag-ulan. So we are hoping for clear skies sa mga susunod na araw. Okay, so always stay safe. And sana magkita-kita tayo ulit pag clear po yung skies at hindi uulan. Rest assured, I will conduct another online telescope viewing. Okay, so maraming salamat. Ingat po tayong lahat. Always wear your face mask and face shield. Alright, so bye-bye.